Hey,
Excuse me?
well, I like that shirt too.
Oh, okay.
What?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Tell me about it.
Okay. It says y'all worried about AI,
Well, I
but
like that robot too.
yeah,
Robot. Oh,
but be
3D.
around. Yeah, you're worried about AI, but be around fake people all day.
Tell me about it. I think there's more fake people out here than real people.
Hey,
Fugazi.
right. Yeah. So, yeah, it came about. I have my own clothing now, so this is my design.
Okay.
This is my part of my brand.
Cool.
Or whatever. And I got to give credit to my son-in-law because he was the one that said it needs to be put on a shirt. So how that was is my husband and my daughter and her husband, we were all at First Watch, and she was telling about some artist or whatever who had her song up. I think I don't remember the intricate details of it all, but it was like the comments. They were saying, "Are you real? Is it really you, or is it a robot? Whatever." And I was like, "Okay, what does it matter if they really like the song?" I hear the song is really nice. So I was like, what does it really matter? So she was like, some people just want to connect. I was like, connect with what? And this was just a genuine conversation she and I were having.
Yeah.
I was like, connect with what? People always want to connect with something, and connect with people who you don't even know. You're probably never going to meet this artist, connect with the people around you.
Yeah.
How about that?
Makes sense, right?
To me, we have a disconnect in society right now.
Yeah.
Not to keep it, not to get too deep about it, but that's just was the heart of the conversation, So she was like, I said, connect with what? I said, why would they want to connect with a stranger? They're probably never going to meet her ever in life. She doesn't know them. And so what does it matter? If you like the song, if it resonates with you, then listen to the song, right? And I said, people are worried about some AI, but be around fake people all day. And she was like, "Ooh," she was like,
Wow.
she was like, "You dropped the bomb right there." And I was like, okay, and just kept pushing on with the conversation.
Oh yeah.
So my husband and I was on our way home, and they, her husband ended up calling me. I said, "What's going on?" He was like, "Yo, that goes hard. That goes hard. You should put that on a shirt. I'll wear it. And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Okay, why not?" Right? Because my line is really faith-based and motivational.
Okay.
I started out with moving forward and how that happened.
That's nice.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Inspirational and motivational.
Yeah, my friend, her mom, who's like a mother to me, she called me last year, like around May, beginning of May, and she was like, she calls me Tish. My name is Letitia, but some people do call me Tish. And she was like, I was, praying or whatever. God wanted me to give you a word. He said to move forward. She said to move forward. This is what God told her. And to study familiar spirits because there are going to be people who will intentionally try to stop you. And I was like, wow, So I was like, okay, I received it. I've known her since like 2018. And I was like, it was just amazing to me that God would speak to her and have a word for me, And I'm sure it's because she have a heart for God all the way, and very obedient. So when I got off the phone with her, I asked God, I said, "God, what do you mean move forward? What is that about?" And he reminded me of like years ago when I used to live in New York, and this is like I've been in Georgia since 2006. And he reminded me that I wanted to start a clothing line called Tish Hill, but never pursued it. And I was just in awe. I was just amazed, and at the same time I was flustered, and I just was overwhelmed, just like wrecked by his love, that he would remind me of something that I put behind me so long ago. And I'm sorry to be long-winded, but I just need to get this out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or whatever. And so that's how moving forward came about, because he said move forward, So moving forward, now I'm here, and this is like really my next design really is Just Pray. I have that, and now this one or whatever. So I'm just really excited. I retired. I did an early retirement.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I want to go full speed ahead with my brand because this is what God wants me to do.
You're like you're starting off, have a great start.
Thank you so much. And I feel like this is like I said, what God wants me to do. Like really speak to his people, his children, his sons and daughters, and just keep them uplifted and motivated, because we are living in some really perilous times right now. So this is just to kind of like just make, light of it, because a lot of people are worried about AI. They're worried about, it taking over, taking their jobs. A lot of people don't understand really what it is. And my thing is just to bring some, some light to it. So this is why I decided to just drop this, because it's outside of what I would normally do. But, my circle of people who I trust, they were like, look, you need to put that on a shirt because that's hilarious. So that's where I am right now. Yes, that's it. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Check out these shoes.
Oh, yeah, these are my, these are Adidas. They're special. It's SPEZIAL. So I don't know if it's special, but just spelled with a Z, or special. That's what the guy said when I called up to see if they had them in stock, because I wanted to go with my, my little robot.
Yeah, I like that green on green coordination.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So like if you want yellow, or if you want red, whatever color you want, I can do it for you, and it'll be up on my. Well, actually, the hoodies are up on the site, as well as one of those t-shirts is red, and I'm gonna put a couple of more colors, not too many, but yeah, just wanted to highlight what I have going on. And I got some rhinestones as well, some shirts with beautiful rhinestone prints and stuff like that. So yeah, you can catch me at Tish Hill .store. That's my website.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you what the website. Okay.
Yes, tishhill.store. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
But definitely got to check it out.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thanks for the time, too. Thanks for the information.
You're welcome.
All right, have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Peace.